very interesting point. Which is kind of a good topic to segue into. It seems when I was researching and learning about you that your process of creating theory, writing papers, because that's the way it was done, is you as a scientist who were trying to gain credibility within what you understand as to be truth, and writing papers and having to deliver them to the scientific community and wait for them to be proven, which I'm not sure if this is the way it is now, but to me it's like you're writing a book and you're putting it out there and you're waiting for someone to take notice of it and validate that it is worthy of readership and understanding. And so what I'd like to know is, one, how did you have the patience to keep at it and not have your counterparts, your scientific counterparts, really validate your ideas to make you keep going? How hard was that to stick with it?
If I were to, in a way, deny you your whatever it is that you enjoy doing, would that detriment you or keep you away from doing it ever again?
No.
It is a concept that if you really enjoy something, you will keep doing it regardless of others.
And you're not doing it for the recognition or the accolade, you're doing it to...
How many years have I spent learning about science and every other valid field so I could work on science, even if it ended poorly to where I didn't gain recognition? I could not see myself doing anything other but pursuing the field of science. The only difference is that I was successful at it.
Yeah, because what did it take? Your paper on relativity was out there for 10 years, and it was only proven to be true because of the solar eclipse, which is, that is a natural phenomenon that proved your theory. It wasn't anybody else who said, yes, I agree with his work. It was nature itself providing the key, which to me I think is fascinating, and people realizing that's what it was. So I wish you congratulations on sticking with it and keep plugging away for it and waiting for the payoff. That's 10 years is a big payoff. But then how did you handle, once it became out there what you did, boom, celebrity, in your face, pictures, interviews, and I want to know you, where before, even as recently as a week before, they didn't give a care for whether you existed or not. How do you go from obscurity to celebrity in a blink of an eye?
Truth be told, I never did. I treated those how I always treated them. And if they wish to learn more, I would explain. It's not that I was not exceedingly overwhelmed by the fact. It was just that I decided that I didn't need to concern myself with such things, because they were merely a distraction for what I was doing.
Did it feel like you could use that to gain more attention towards what you were doing, or was it just, I don't know?
Well, after a while, you gain a sort of showmanship for those who are you're showing your work to.
Right.
So it's the same concept. You should provide them a showmanship of your work. and it works wonders. You see, it is not because I wanted additional funding or not. It's just something that's ingrained into you. If you were to go to an airport now, anywhere in America, and you fly enough times, and you get to other airports in the world that don't have the same regulations, and you automatically take off your shoes, why? Because you're accustomed to it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not that different from when others wanted to see my work, wanted to know me. It is something that I was already indoctrinated to do. So I provided the best I could to show them my work.
Interesting. But then that puts you in a perilous position, did it not, in the early 30s?
It did. And you see why I stayed in America as well.
Yeah, you never went back after you left.
It would be the same as if America did the same and changed into something you hated or did not like, or that would be a threat to your well-being or those you love. You would gladly go to another country to not deal with it. It is the same concept of self-preservation.
Well, plus you were in a precarious position of the most famous German, who happened to be a Jew. That's, you were right up there.
I was a very potent mix at the time. During the war, there was those who accused me of being a spy, a traitorous bastard, and then there was those who accused me of being a dirty Jew. It was a very ominous mix.
So, was it hard to leave your homeland and know that you would never see it again in that life?
You get over such things if your survival is at stake.
Well, it's good that America did receive you with open arms, and you settled in New Jersey and Princeton.
1940, yes.
Yeah. And what I found even more interesting is that I know they call you the father of the atomic age, but because of the theory of relativity, and I'm not a scientist, I know basically how you explained relativity as what? That if you put your hand on a hot plate for 1 minute, it will seem like an hour, but if you have, a pretty girl sitting on your lap for an hour, it will seem like a minute, and that's relativity.
Because you are interested, and that's how I know this, because of my own interest in science. Because things I'm not interested in take forever.
Right.
Things you are, they go by fast. And that came to me when I was working on science, because I had recognized the pattern and put it to theory.